Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb from 1964. It's directed by Stanley Kubrick and stars Peter Sellers and more Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers plays three characters in this film. He plays the eponymous Dr. Strangelove, he plays Group Captain Lionel Mandrake, and his third character is President Muffley. Also, this film has the longest title of any movie we've talked about so far. I first saw this film when I was a young teenager, probably between 13 and 15. Sorry, my memory sucks and I have no real timeline for most things. Anyway, the first time I saw this, I thought it was scary and funny, but way more funny than it was scary. Perhaps it was the naivete of youth, or because nowadays the world is a very different place, or more likely a combination of both, but this film is much scarier nowadays, but is equally as funny. I don't think I've seen it since I was young, and so the difference between the two viewings is very stark. Back then, I thought that a person like Brigadier General Jack Ripper couldn't really exist. However, nowadays you don't have to look far to find some conspiracy nut, and that includes some conspiracy nut serving in US Congress. These people are a dime a dozen nowadays, and I don't know if I'm more disgusted or scared by it. Anyway, this film is, as I said earlier, just as funny as it is terrifying. Peter Sellers' character of Dr. Strangelove is hilarious, with his right hand that works aside from the rest of his body. The insane zaniness that character gets up to cracks me up. The film suggests the predicament where a rogue general, through a series of loopholes, starts the world on a head-on collision with nuclear holocaust and an entire room of politicians who are desperately trying to stop it. This film is a delicate system of dominoes that gets bigger and more catastrophic with each scene. Also, I noticed something interesting watching it this time around. The entire cast consists of men, with the exception of General Turgison's secretary, Miss Scott, who appears in one scene towards the beginning of the film, who is Turgison's lover. And I'm just now realizing that's even funnier because the character is named Miss Scott and Turgison is played by George C. Scott. Same last name. Funny stuff. This film also is the first film role for the voice of Darth Vader himself, James Earl Jones. Watching the dominoes fall in this film is hilarious, but it also makes you audibly gulp at times. Overall though, this film is a very good time, and so I will give Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, an A-, because regardless of the title, I never really got to that place of not fearing the bomb. Come back tomorrow as I watch the unrated cut of Drag Me to Hell. See y'all then.